This is the Jayhawk Sports Network, powered by Heartland Technology.
All right, welcome aboard the Jayhawk Sports Network, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nate Kleberg as we are high up again at the W tonight as we work through some audio issues. Hopefully that'll sound better as we're working through making sure you can hear us. And to switch things over to the YouTube channel, it may sound a little robot-y is what it sounds like, but regardless, you'll see the score. You'll see the score on the scoreboard and the time as we continue to get some things figured out here, folks. Just stand by. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, on the Jayhawk Sports Network, we are set for high school basketball as the coming in tonight, as we did talk about 23-0, 16-0 in their conference play coming out of the Upper Iowa Conference. And starting lineups for Upper Iowa, Gavin Grove, along with Lincoln Ashleman, along with Kyler White. Cale Richter coming in averaging 29 points. And also in the game, Declan Hines. That is an all-senior lineup. They've got 7 on this year's team, as does Jesup. And right out front, we will see Masteller line up against the 6'8 senior Richter, and North Fayette Valley will have the ball as things start off. Bringing things to that right side. White has it. No, knocked away by Landon Vogel. Jesup, right to left on your radios and in your screens is Landon Vogel on a breakaway. Goes to that hoop and is fouled. He will go to the free throw line with his opportunity to get Jesup on the scoreboard, and they will be the first team on the scoreboard tonight. First one rolls around that rim and then drops through. Give Landon Vogel credit. Jesup takes the early lead, 1-0, and hopefully they can keep it going. Second one drops. Vogel has been great here in the postseason. King of the points where he needs to be, and left side, North Fayette Valley unable to get it dropped in with Grove. Rebound towards Jesup. Treptow in front of that scorer's bench, trying to back away from Grove. Actually, White's got him covered pretty hot. Nick Moore, who's in the game as a starling with Treptow, Masteller, Paxton McCone, and Treptow gets that first field goal of the night and his first basket. Ryan Treptow, 2 points for him. Jesup up 4-0. 7:06 remaining here in this first quarter. Down low, little turnaround jumper, not going to fly for the big man. Rector can't get it to go. Under 7. Vogel sees an opening baseline, little hop. Misses that shot. Treptow's trying to drive in underneath and get it back. It will be a jump possession. That will be Jesup's ball. In game 2 tonight, as we saw Grundy Center beating Northeast 71-62 to send the Spartans back to the state tournament. See if they can cap off a state football championship. Shot up from Masteller. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. And that will be the second team foul for the Tiger Hawks. That's the first one for Ashleman. And Masteller, Vogel, Treptow, Moore, McCone. Those are your starters for Jesup tonight. And coming baseline, or coming to that right side, final opportunity is Hines. So Hines coming in, that 6'3 center, gets the first basket for North Fayette Valley. Again, they're coming in at 23-0. They've won by average of 26 points. Nick Moore is going to get called for a foul in the left corner down below. So it'll be the first team foul for Jesup. And slowly bring that ball up the floor is White. Met by Paxton McCone near that volleyball line. Going into motion with Ashleman. Down in that corner, a little three-point attempt on that right side. Hines ties it up with that 3. As he's got 5 points to his name. And North Fayette Valley comes hard at Treptow as he was going to the baseline, rubbing the back of his head a little bit. North Fayette Valley fans not happy with that. Gives Treptow a chance to play two free throws. Back of the rim, no good. I know Coach Smides wanted to see them at least 70%, if not more, from that free throw line tonight. Another free throw attempt up. Back of the rim, no good. Masteller can't touch it. And here comes Grove. Gavin Grove, another senior, 6'1". Not by Paxton. Reichter holds a screen on McCone, but it's Treptow and Reichter. The ball gets loose. Ryan had a little touch on it. Shot clock at 19, 5:30 to go. Mastiller has it. Little dish off to Ryan. Across the timeline, far side. No look over to Nick Moore. Back to Paxton. Takes a three. Little off. Lands in the hands of North Fayette Valley. Hines has it. Bring it to White. Little windmill action, looking for an opportunity for a pass. That corner with White. Paxton tries to break up that pass. Moore has got his eye on it too defensively. A box and one is what we're looking at for Jesup. Actually switched back to a man-to-man. Deep three, back of the rim, no good for Hines. He's got the only points for the Tiger Hawks. Jesup slow it down. Near that volleyball, Mark near side for Treptow. Left side. Finds an opening, 6 foot out. Little hooker for Ryan. He's at 4. It's 7-5. 4:37 remain. First quarter. Winner goes on to the state tournament here week after next. Little force in from Reichter. He's been averaging 29 points this season, and he's going to see it travel in that lane. And Jesup going back the other direction. What looked like maybe was going to be a light Jesup following here tonight. The stands are filled in with Jayhawk fans to that south end. Head coach for North Fayette Valley is Matt Crambier, assisted by Dan Hovden, Brent Cooker, Lance Fotokoffer. Seven 5 again, 4:16. Paxton on the left footer got tripped up, gets it to Mastiller. In the free throw line area, back to Paxton, comes baseline, looking for an outlet, takes it on his own, high on the board, no good. Rebound in the hands of Reichter. He takes the full dribble, the 6'8", bounces off of Treptow. Ryan will have the foul. That'll be the second team foul for Jesup, the first one for Treptow. 7-5. 4 minutes. Reichter in the lane. Little 6-foot fade. That one gets to fall. That's his first points of the night. Tied up at 7. 3:52 remain first quarter. Get in this Substate final. Class 2A-3 Substate final. Landon trying to back his way in the lane. Finds Mastiller. Little dish off. Treptow. Little outside shot from the free throw lane or line, and that's good. Gage Wymore making an appearance, the junior guard, who's seen considerable minutes here throughout the season. Hit some key shots in the victory against Cascade earlier in the week. Coming near side, White. Deep shot from North Fayette Valley doesn't go. Gavin Grove with a rebound, obstructed by the Jesup defense. Bounces off of a defender for White. And Treptow gets it to the other end, and Mastiller, left side of the key. Give him a chance to get on the scorebook. 11-7, Jesup. Corner shot, no good. As we see Cole Moser in the game now for North Fayette Valley. Mastiller had an opening up top. He can take that shot if need be. Gage back down to Mastiller. A little turn in, force up on Reicher. Shot doesn't go. Give credit to Parker. Holding up against that senior. Give it up maybe an inch or two in size. Little twirl on that top side, but defense is being intense. Is very intense with Jesup. Coach Smines sees that rebound and says, let's get going back to the other end. Quick transition. Vogel angled out left side beyond that arch. 2:07 remain. First quarter, North Fayette Valley wants a little extra step from Treptow. Officials don't call it. He takes it on his own right side. He will draw the foul. Shot does not go. And thanks for joining in on Jayhawk Sports Network tonight as we give you this audio-only broadcast. We tried to get on Facebook Live tonight. It just wasn't in the cards. 12-7 that score. Treptow with a free throw that goes right through that net. And Ryan Treptow sitting up with 8 total points now for the Jayhawks, 13-7. Jordan O'Cones in the game now for North Fayette Valley, and a little floater from Richter brings them within 4. As Richter only has 4 points. Treptow, no look left side to Vogel. Trying to get by the defender. Looks out to Gage Wymore. Little cover on a pick from Vogel, no good. Shots are off just a little bit to the right for these Jayhawks. Kyler White takes a deep shot, doesn't go, but the rebound in the hands of Richter, but he was fouled by Ryan Treptow. That'll be his second personal foul. Certainly something we need to be cautious of. Lincoln Ashleman in for the Tigerhawks in North Fayette Valley, again coming in undefeated. Jesup coming in 15-9. They were second in the North Iowa Cedar East Conference, and a net shot from outside doesn't fall for Kyler White. And North Fayette Valley, I wouldn't say they're exactly fine in the basket. Jesup just having a little more luck. Seen a little different offensive strategy from these Jayhawks. A quick grab and go from Treptow beyond the 3, college level 3. Back the other way with 46 seconds to go. And they will see a 2-point margin now as Richter gets his 6th point with less than 40 seconds remain first quarter. Gage Wymore sees that ball a little ticked away. Jordan O'Cones had a hand on it. Shot clock at 23, about a 5-second differential between the shot and the game. Treptow has puck on the right side. Gage looking at free throw length shot, finds Nick Moore, but a carry by Moore is going to send it back the other way for the Tigerhawks. Decent crowd for both fan bases. Probably about the same distance, maybe a little further for North Fayette Valley to get here to Waverly. On the campus at Wartburg College. And the big man having some struggles bringing that ball up the floor. Masteller finds it, finds Gage Wymore. Left side, gets that ball in. And the buzzer sounds to end first period. Jesup out of the gate. Had the lead with a free throw, and they've held it ever since. 15-11. LaPorte City Union having the upset earlier tonight to go on to the state tournament. And what are the possibilities of having another upset? They're going to be well-deserved fighting through the tournament with a team like Jesup to go on to Des Moines the week after next. Looking at where we're score-wise right now as we begin that second period here shortly, as Jesup's looking for their first trip back to the state tournament since 2022. 6 points for Richter. He's been averaging 29 on the season, along with 15 rebounds, 4 assists. Hines has 5. Jesup right now, when you're looking at their 15 total points, Masteller with 2, Vogel with 2, Treptow, he's got 9. Gage Wymore is the only bench player that we've seen come in. We will start with a regular 5. McCone, Moore, Masteller, Vogel, Treptow all in. Jesup wearing all orange tonight with the blue trim. Their road unis. The undefeated Tigerhawks, all whites, blue trim down the sides. Not quite a Carolina blue, but a foul. A foul by Declan Hines. An offensive foul is going to give Jesup the opportunity. North Fayette Valley pulls back their defense. They'll see some substitutions come in as Gavin Grove makes an entrance, as Jordan O'Jones will sit down. Kyler White back in the game as well. And Vogel with 2. Mastiller has 4 total. Actually, 3 total. Strike that. Free throw for Wymore. In 7:40 to go. Deep shot by the 6'8", Riker. Give him a total of 9, and they are within 1 point. Mastiller trying to get by the bigs, gets out to Treptow. Straight on top. Bounces through, high off the board, comes through. 17-14, 7:17 remain first half. Riker, he's having problems getting in the lane, and that was what Coach Smines talked about. They are a beatable team. You take the big guy out of it. Aggressiveness on defense. Left side, looking towards that baseline with Vogel. Snakes through off the high board, doesn't go. But he will get fouled, and he will go to the free throw line. His second trip to the charity stripe after a shooting foul. .6:55 remain first half. Vogel drops one in. The first of 2. All of his points from the free throw line. McCone and Treptow waiting in that backcourt. Next free throw goes through for Vogel, 19-14. 6:52 remain. Cole Moser had a touch on it. Lincoln Ashleman, one of 7 seniors. Shot clock less than 18. Right side bobbles around. Mastiller had a touch on it. North Fayette Valley will get it back. And a straight on shot doesn't go, but a nice board from Mastiller. Across the timeline. Ryan was working right, gets it to Moore on the left. Paxson is behind him. Ball trying to get knocked away from Gavin Grove. Paxson sees it. He tries a 3. Back of the rim, no good. Vogel comes in there. Coach Mac Prambeer questioning if there should have been a foul. Got a response from Cale Reiter as he comes left side with a layup, 19-16. Still see the lead for Jesup. And a charging foul, an offensive foul against Jesup. And we'll see Gage Wymore make his way. And Paxton McCone will sit down. Coach Smines starting out that offensive play. 5:41 in this first half. Shot in the lane, up top, Hines doesn't hit it. Rebound by Riker, gets it up there, and they're back within 1. Riker 13 points, 1 foul. And ball sails out of bounds, kind of misguided from Vogel in front of the Tiger Hawk bench. And we will see Cale Richter inbounds it. Kyler White at that 1 spot, brings it across the timeline. Ashleman has it left, quickly back out to the guard. Near side corner with Riker. Wide open shot, Ashleman doesn't take it. Gage right there to cover, 19 on that shot clock. In and out of the lane with White. Little bust in, breakout, top of the 3 attempt. That one rolls through. White with a 3-pointer that gives North Fayette Valley their first lead of the game. Moore finds Treptow back the other end of the floor. Doesn't go, gets his own rebound. Nick Moore busts in. 8 foot out, finds Landon Vogel. He forces it up. Off the rim, no good. Bouncing around like popcorn. And it goes back the other way. Home team has it, and we're going to see a foul. We're going to see a foul down low, and we're going to see it go against. That foul's going to go against Landon Vogel. So that'll be the first team foul this quarter against the Jayhawks. Tiger Hawks on the inbound. High up. Gavin Grove with that possession. And another foul against Landon Vogel. Baseline. Officials didn't quite like how aggressive I think he was playing defense. Dribble up top, Hines. Back over to Ashleman. Again, Cale Reichter. He's sitting right now in the game with 13 points for North Fayette Valley. They just took the lead for the first time tonight here just about a minute ago. 14 on that shot clock, 4 minutes to play first half. Deep three doesn't roll. Treptow pulls it in. Waits for defensive coverage to go away. Gets past Riker. No look out to Gage. He tries a three. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound, North Fayette Valley. Cross timeline. Met by Moore. Bring it right side with White. Back on that far. Deep shot. Ashleman. Front of the rim, no good. Back up with Riker, and that one comes in with just a little push. 15 points. 23-19 in favor of the Tiger Hawks. Nick Moore. No look out to Treptow. Comes baseline. Tries to bounce his way through past Ashleman. Mastiller has it. Doesn't go. Ball's bouncing around. Jayhawks trying to get their hands on it, break it away. Gavin Grove with that ball. 3 minutes to go. Little lean in with Riker. Wide open up top, doesn't take it. Lincoln drags his foot a little bit, so we're going to see a travel, and that's going to be an advantage for the Jayhawks as Paxton McCone will make his way in. Reichter, the only Tiger Hawk defensively, met on the backside of that timeline. Loose shot. Home team will take it away. Tiger Hawks with the ball. Again with the lead, 23-19. Pick set by Grove. And a dunk in up top. Cale Reichter was waiting baseline, and Coach Smines wants a timeout. Little alley-oop into Riker. Gives him 17 and gives energy to North Fayette Valley. Coach Smines would like a 30-second timeout. And North Fayette Valley got here with a 66-52 win in that district championship in District 5. Worked their way through after beating Oline 68-40. And started postseason play with a 50, they had that bye first round. Oline beating Sumner Fred 59-52 to get to that game. And Jesup had to beat Breastwood 77-52. That game at home in Jesup to get on to beat MFL Marmac. Victory over Cascade. Bring them here to Wartburg tonight, where they had the lead to start things off and only gave it up with 4:50 to go here in this first half. Gage Wymore, three. He's due. Doesn't work. Rebound, North Fayette Valley. 2 minutes remain. Reichter is going to take it on his own, and Mastiller takes some energy, takes some confidence, and he wants to try and block that shot. He is successful, but he does pull in the foul. That will be the third foul for Jesup. That one to go right through. Total 18, 25-19 is that score. Coach Smines down visiting with Coach Sabers, Coach Schmidt. Rehashing game plan as Riker goes to 19. He's been averaging 29. Just a subtle player. The ball is high up, and luckily Mastiller will get his hands on it. In that corner, sees a double team. Launch it up. Paxton pulls it in like he received the football last October. Treptow look for a wide open shot. Drives the lane left side, and he gets that to go through. It's been a minute since Jesup scored. 12 for Treptow, 6-point margin. 134 remain. Again, winner goes on to the state tournament week after next. Jesup last there back in 2022. Kyler White has it. Here's Reichter, guarded by Treptow in that far corner for the Jesup bench. 10 seconds on that shot clock. Paxton McGone guarding White closely. Reichter looking like he's going to take it on his own. Declan Hines takes it up, no good. Ball is knocked away. Jesup will get that rebound. Treptow double team, high archer to Gage. Paxton goes in on his own, layup right side up the block. He's in the scorebook for the first time tonight. Give him 2 points total. 27-24, Jayhawks. They are trailing. 40 seconds on that shot clock. You see a slight difference between the game and the shot, and Riker does what he does and gets that ball up. At 6'8", gives you a bit of an advantage. You want to try and keep him out from being inside. But he's a fair three-point shooter as well. Shot clock is off, less than 20 to go. Quick into Paxton. And we're going to see a foul called. Kyler White. And that will be the third team foul for the Tiger Hawks and the actual third team foul or third personal foul for Hines. Lincoln Ashleman, the only player on the floor for North Fayette Valley with a foul. 12 seconds remain. Jesup looking for that last shot. A little lean in from Gage Wymore, doesn't go. Then they're going to go to Reichter. Deep three from the rim, no good. Still bouncing up. Landon Vogel pulls down that rebound, and it is 29-23 as North Fayette Valley has an 18-8 advantage on the Jayhawks as they close out that first half. We'll shut the microphones off. We'll be back with second half action from the W here on the campus of Wartburg here in this Class 2A Substate 3 qualifier. North Fayette Valley again with the lead right now, 29-23 over Jesup.
All right, back on the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology tonight on the road at the W on the campus of Wartburg as Jesup in the Class 2A Substate 3 qualifier against North Fayette Valley coming in at 23-0. Jesup 15-9 of the season. You know, they got through a stretch back in just a few weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, losing by 16 to Dyke New Hartford on the road, losing 57-48 to Waukon at home on the 13th, shot 26% in that game. And since then, Jesup has found new life as they have the ball to kick things off here in this, start things off in this second half. Treptow caught far side, left side of the court as they're going towards that south basket here inside the W. And a long pass up top to Treptow. Take it to Nick Moore, looking for an opportunity down low, comes baseline, no good, rolls off the rim. North Fayette Valley back the other way. Nick Moore tries to steal away from Riker. North Fayette Valley will get it back, and a right side shot, no good, but Masteller keeps fighting for it, keeps going. And there's Paxton McCone. Just like that. Other end of the floor. And it's a 29-25 game here as we are into the second half. In starting four, McCone, Moore, Treptow, Vogel, Masteller, Wymore. Riker. He's got the ball right side up top. Gavin Grove has it, trying to back pass. Masteller pushes up, doesn't go. And there was a nice rebound from Parker. Vogel brings it down floor, looking for Ryan Treptow. And you're playing on a college-length floor here in Wartburg and Waverly. Treptow tries a three, near side. Angled out. He hits that one to go, and it is a 1-point margin. 15 points for that senior.
6:19 remain, third quarter. Shot clock's at 23. Riker, little push down low, trying to get that in the hands of Heiss. Now Riker forces it up and gets almost a hometown roll to go in, and he is at 23 total. 6 minutes to play, third quarter. Moore eyed it. Treptow takes a Jack Miller length three, and he hits it. 18 points for Ryan. Jesup has tied it back up. Left side pressure. Ashleman comes right side. Paint covered by Moore, but that one rolls in. 33-31. In North Fayette Valley, undefeated. Jesup coming in with nothing to lose and a lot to gain as Vogel misses an outside shot. Tiger Hawks slowly bring it across midcourt. Grove met by McCone. Hines back out to White. In front of that North Fayette Valley bench. 17 on that shot clock. 5 on the game clock, third quarter. Riker, little push from Masteller. Gets him off edge a little bit. That'll be the first team foul for Jesup this quarter. That will be Parker's second foul of the game. Riker inbound in front of his coaches as they go towards that north basket. Riker covered up by Treptow. Ball gets loose. Ryan swatted it away. Lincoln Ashleman has it. That one doesn't go. Hits the net. Treptow catches it. Looking pass down the floor, and the big guy is going to have the foul. Cale Reichter. That will be his second personal. He's got 23 tonight. And now Vogel has it. Easing into the offense. Met by Ashleman. Push down to Gage Wymore coming into sub. That's 6 man coming in. But Ryan Treptow sees the three. Doesn't go. Masteller gets his hand on it. Pops it up. Gets his own rebound. It's still loose. Jesup looking for some control. Masteller hopping and jump in. Give the sophomore some credit. He's got 6, but he has been attacking the boards. 33-33 all. Left side, little force up from Masteller, who fouls Gavin Grove. He will go to the free throw line. Tiger Hawks take the lead back. So Grove, that will be his first basket and his chance at the free throw line to try and give some energy to the Tiger Hawks. Riker, quick off that board, doesn't go. Ryan had a touch on it. Keep pushing up with Riker, draws a foul. I believe that's going to be against Masteller. Actually, they're going to count that against Paxton McComb. That'll be his first personal. And Jesup's third personal, or third team foul this quarter. And Riker drops in that free throw, takes him to a total of 24. It is a 3-point advantage for the Tiger Hawks, leading the Jayhawks. That one slides in too. Almost automatic when it comes to free throws for Richter. He's a 71.5% free throw shooter. Gage Wymore, quick into Paxton. No look to Masteller, knocks off the hands of Lincoln Ashleman. Ball get inbound in front of the Jesup student section. Down to our right. On the near side. Lob into Paxton. Deep three from Treptow. Front of the rim. Thought was going to hit the front of the rim. Doesn't hit anything. It goes out of bounds. Jesup will regroup. Neither team has taken a timeout this half. Jesup, the only team in the first half to take one. And Masteller all ball as he cleans that off of Ashleman. Gage takes it on his own, forced into Pax. Confident out to Vogel. Three, go through. Left side three. Landon Vogel. One of the seniors with 7 points. 37-36. North Fayette Valley still has that lead. Trying to push out that tall senior, Cale Riker. And a charging foul against Richter. Treptow was set. And the energy for Jesup increases, and the questions come from head coach Matt Cranbeer of North Fayette Valley to the official. 37-36. Jesup looking to take back that lead. Vocal offensively, trying to get the players where they need to be. Gage, no look back over to Vogel. Outdoor pass doesn't go, gets taken away by North Fayette Valley. Riker. Unusual to have your center bringing that ball up the floor, but he can control the ball. And he is their game. Forces it inside, rolls around, no good. Tries to get his own rebound, rolls away. There's some frustration from that star player for the Tiger Hawks. Treptow, with aggressive play, trying to get inside, doesn't roll. Back towards the home team, up 37-36. Jordan O'Cones in the game, right side shot, three no good, grab and go. But a follow-up basket does go with less than 2 minutes to play. And it's 39-36, still with North Fayette Valley. Tiger Hawks been averaging 69.3 points each game this season, winning by an average of 26.3. But Parker Mastiller, season opening into the paint, little turnaround jumper. Take him a total of 7 points. 39-38, Jesup down by 1. Tiger Hawks will slow it down a little bit. 1:22 to remain. Calling up Richter, right side. Treptow keeping an eye on that ball. There's a drive in from O'Cones. Doesn't float maybe as he wants it, but it floated as he needed it. That goes through. (41-38). Under a minute. Game still within play, and you got to see some frustration from North Fayette Valley, but they keep fighting. Mastiller gets that missed shot from Treptow, but it bounces out of his hands. Tiger Hawks, they cross that timeline. 10-second differential between shot and game here in this third quarter. Quick handoff, Jordan O'Cones has it. Junior sub coming off the bench for Cambria. Richter tries to break in past Treptow, and a foul is called, and that will go against Ryan. That'll be his third personal, the fourth team foul this quarter for the Jayhawks. So Ryan usually very aware when he gets in the foul situation he's in, especially right now. He will pull back just a little bit. He's going to give some room to Riker. Gets that lob in for the baseline. Shot clock is off. 16 seconds is what remains third quarter. Riker, what's he going to do? Looking to come right side. Dish off to O'Cones. Little step in look from White. 3 seconds. Little force in. Doesn't go. Mastler had an angle on it. And no one's going to get a shot off. Jesup started things off in this game with a 15-11 advantage in that first quarter. North Fayette Valley came back with a 29-23 lead. And halftime, they took the lead 21-19 with about 5 minutes to go on that first half. Jesup came back and tied it up at 31 with 5:44 to go here in this third quarter. And that brings us to a point that the true Jesup fans knew these guys could do it. Again, coming off of some challenging games against Waukon and a challenging game at Dyke New Hartford on the road on a cold night. They found the energy to finish this season and keep it going. I should say not finish the season yet. And not many games yet to be played that are going to decide who's going to state in 2A. But Union, a big upset tonight. They started an opening round with beating Hudson, beating Alburnett, victory over Denver, the district champion, in District 11, and beat Kemper out of Carroll, Kemper Catholic, 77-66. The only game that needs to be decided before they set the brackets in 2A is this one right now between the Tiger Hawks and the Jayhawks. Riker sees some pressure, but he's able to push that ball through, and he's going to take himself up to 29. That's what he's been averaging. Left side, Vogel, seeing some defensive coverage. Now Treptow almost gets that ball pickpocketed. Jesup will get it back. 18 on that shot clock. Mastetler, little low dribble, finding Ryan Treptow. Near side, a little double team. Vogel outside, misstep on that pass. Now actually Paxton McCone. Lane doesn't quite get it, and Mastetler gets caught up trying to get that rebound, and Mastetler will have his fourth personal. At this point, Joe Smides is going to keep that young man in the game here in this fourth quarter. Roll the dice. See if you can play some catch-up. Little misstep from Riker. Maybe should have been a travel. Pass down to Riker. Doesn't go as Treptow gets his hand on it. Goes back the other way. Vogel eyeing up at the clock. Looking for an outlet. Finds Treptow. Left side snakes it through. Little 10-footer doesn't go. Rebound into Riker's hands. Slow across midline. Again, they've got the 5-point advantage. Right side to Grove. In the hands over of Hines. Bring it back up to Eichelman. And then to Riker with it. Straight on. Top of the key. 16 on that shot clock. Keeping those passes high. And Ryan Treptow knocked that ball away, but the official said that's a foul. And that will be Ryan's fourth personal foul. So Treptow, Paxton McCone, Gage Wymore, Landon Vogel, Mastetler in the game, and Coach Prambeer wants a timeout. Give Jesup some energy. Try and get these students on their feet, trying to get some energy for this team as they will take a full timeout. North Fayette Valley will. And look at some strategy. You've got the Jayhawks again coming into this one. With two players with 4 fouls. With Ryan Treptow and Parker Mastetler. Treptow has a total of 18 on his score line. Richter with 29 total. But as I said, this is the only game that has yet to be completed. That'll set that 2A field. So far qualifying in Class 2A, Unity Christian, West Lyon, Grundy Center with a win in the opener here in Wartburg tonight, 71-62 over Northeast. Grandview Christian moving on, Trainer moving on, Western Christian moving on. But Union beating Carroll Kemper tonight by 10. Actually by 11. 6 minutes remain in this game, 20 on the shot clock for North Fayette Valley. Looking to try and get that to Riker. White left side pass to Eichelman doesn't go. Ryan will have that rebound. Double team to Treptow. Gage looked at it. He's covered by the big guy. Paxton, a little dish off. Gage finds an opportunity for a 3. Get it in. Give it to Gage Wymore, 43-41. coming off the bench, scoring when he needs to score. Now the Jesup fans getting into it. Reichter gets by a defensive screen. And Parker Mastiller will draw his 5th foul. He's had a great season coming in as a sophomore. He will sit down with a total of, I believe, 7 points, but a ton of rebounds and a ton of energy. He knows this isn't it yet. Confident in his teammates, but you're losing the size inside. A heavy guard lineup. Wymore, Nick Moore, Vogel, Paxton McCone, Ryan Treptow. 31 now for Reichter after those free throws. 45-41. Not quite 5 minutes to play in this one. Winner goes on to State. Nick Moore baseline. And they're going to say he was fouled. I almost looked at a wrist. Did he step out of bounds? But he was fouled. That'll be the first team foul for the Tiger Hawks in this 4th quarter. And now Vogel left side. Forces it up. Gets it to go in. Look to draw the foul and able to do that. That is 9 points for one of the seniors on this team. 5 minutes to go. There's Hines. Treptow trying to take it away from Reicher. A little right-handed push-up that he does so easily. That 6'8" body, you can get a lot of places. And now Paxton McCone, a simple layup right side, and Coach Smines wants a timeout. Paxton McCone really picked some things up in his play when we came out of Christmas break. And he knows what role he has to be, and he has really stepped up his confidence of where he needs to be as a ball player and the role that he has. Coach Smines can visit with his team as they take seats on the bench. In Jesup, when you look at their stat line, been averaging 58.5 points each game this season, giving up 57.2. So you're looking at about a 1.25 differential. This season, on the good side of their 15 wins, North Fayette Valley, 50% field goal shooting team. Been putting up an average of 70 points this year, and they are not there yet. Having to give it up about 43, and Jesup has surpassed that average. And they've been winning by an average of 26.3, and now they're only up by 2 here with less than 5 minutes to go. And a ticket to Punch on the line to go to Des Moines a week after next. Down low shot, rolls in. Didn't think it was going to happen, but Gavin Grove able to bring it in, give him 4 points and a 49-45 lead. Treptow, not quite enough in the front of the lane. Back the other way. North Fayette Valley knows they've got the clock on their side. Lincoln Ashleman had the ball. Little push in from White, doesn't go. Outside attempt for 3 from Ashleman. That sinks in. 5 total. 52-45. Tiger Hawks with the advantage. Treptow has 4 personal fouls. Jesup 3 team fouls. Nick Moore, corner 3. Doesn't go. Tiger Hawks slowing it down. Wymore, Vogel, Moore, Treptow, Paxton McCone. All in the game for Jesup. Ryan trying to be a little conservative of where he's at. We need his points. We do not need any more fouls. Pushing shot from Ashleman. Comes left side from White. That doesn't go. Rebound, Ryan Treptow. Push up to Nick Moore. met with us with some single coverage. 3 minutes to play. Dish to Treptow. Looked at the three. Ducks underneath. Takes it in. Draws the foul. He will go to the free throw line as he had the attempt on that left side. Back of the rim, no good for the senior. Treptow 18 total. Paxton with 6. 9 for Vogel this game. And now Treptow's free throw does go in. 19 for him, 52-46. 2:55 remain. Jesup wanted to give the Tiger Hawks their first loss of the year and end their season. White down to Grove. Right side with Lincoln Ashleman, and a timeout is wanted by North Fayette Valley. Matt Cranbeer says, let's hold this up a little bit. They've got the timeouts to use. And Cale Richter have been talking about him, averaging 29.2 points per game this season, 61.7 from the field, 44.1 from beyond the arch, 71.5 from that free throw line. Ryan Treptow has been your leader throughout the year for Jesup, 20 points on average. That number was a lot higher as we were into the season, but we've seen the wealth been shared. The wealth has been shared by other people. And we're back at it. 52-46. Kyler White. We're going to see a deep three attempt from Grove. Treptow gets it right in his hands. Down the floor. Gage Wymore with one catch and a hop and a basket. Wymore now with 7, and it's a 4-point margin. 2:10 remain. Bounce down to Richter. Little double team, and we're going to see, oh, man. We thought Paxton McCone was set as Richter came by, but he will go to the free throw line. Paxton will get his first, if not second, personal foul. That is 4th team foul for Jesup in this quarter. Will not be a shot foul. They were kind of setting up that way, but Tiger Hawks will have the ball. Riker up top, covered by Wymore. Jesup again having Masseller foul out earlier in this quarter. Ryan Treptow has 4 personal fouls. 1:48 remain. 4-point margin. Jesup has competed in this game. Little hook in, doesn't roll over the back, almost coming in, then they will call it against Declan Hines. So that'll be the 3rd team foul, 4th personal foul against Hines. Now Treptow calling out what he wants to see in the offense as he brings it up on that far side. Vogel with a pick, and there's Treptow. Sails in the lane, rolls it off the fingertips and draws the foul. And it's a 2-point margin. Treptow will go to the free throw line. And that is the 4th personal foul against Cale Richter. Both teams foul-wise at 4. And Treptow brings the Jayhawks back within 1 point. 30 seconds on the shot clock, 1:20 on the game clock. The Stars on both sides with 4 personal fouls. Richter is going to be fouled by Nick Moore. And that will bring Richter to the free throw line since they now are in the bonus. Nick Moore, that will be his first personal foul. But Reichter has had no problem with the free throw line tonight. Takes him to a total of 34. Got a 71.5% free throw shooter coming into tonight and continues to build on that, take him to 35, and it's 54. 51. We have 1 minute remaining as Treptow tries to three and ties it up. Jalant, right side angle three, he drops in. Wow. Treptow take him to a total of 25 points. And Coach Smines wants a timeout. There's 2 left for the Jayhawks. Takes a 30-second timeout. And the Jesup student section showed up tonight. The energy, even the parent section, is matching the students. Coach Smines, Coach Schmidt, Coach Sabers visiting. Looking at strategy as Reichter will inbound with 58.7 seconds remain. Tied up at 54. There's Kyler White. Met up by Paxton McCone. He'll get by the midcourt line. 20-second difference between the play and the shot. Gavin Groves have it. They're really having some good coverage on Reichter as the ball gets pushed up from Declan Hines, and he gets it to go in, and it's a 56-54 game. 32 seconds remain. There's Treptow. Guarded closely. Finds Vogel. Reichter is trying to keep him out of the lane, and Reichter will be out of the game. 5 personal fouls for Cale Reichter. Ryan has a chance as Jesup now goes to the bonus to tie this up with 21.6 seconds remain, which then gives you some strategy. On your free throws, if you're going to allow Tiger Hawks to get that last shot, if he drops 2, or is he just going to try and sink 1? Treptow at 26 now as he drops that free throw. Timeout wanted, full time wanted by Coach Joe Smines. Some people would have thought this was going to be a total mismatch. You would have thought that against Cascade the other night and also up at MFL Marmac. But Jesup, after they came out of that loss at Dyke New Hartford and against Waukon and got into postseason play, we saw a new energy. We saw some focus. We saw some confidence from Parker Mastiller. We saw the play and the role play that Nick Moore, Paxton McCone, and Gage Wymore needed to have. We saw opportunities where Landon Vogel stepped up for threes and free throws when the team needed him the most. Cale Reichter is fouled out from North Fayette Valley. He will end the night, I believe, with a total of 35 points. Jesup trailing by 1. Treptow at the free throw line. 21.6 seconds remain. High Archer goes through. Now Jesup quickly back on defense. Trying to get that ball back. Trying to force a shot and a turnover. And a timeout wanted by Coach Crambeer for North Fayette Valley. Full timeout is wanted. Both bigs have fouled out. Parker Masteller. Been very important player tonight and really all season, especially here as of late, with what he's been able to do as far as with rebounding and also making points and scoring points where he needed them. And he is fouled out. Ryan Treptow, he has 4 personal, and both teams are in the bonus. So again, being very cautious, very guarded. I'm sure the opportunity that Coach Smythe is talking about is trying to find how quickly can they foul a North Fayette Valley player, get him to the free throw line, get that ball back, and roll the dice on missing free throws. 56-56. They will inbound in front of North Fayette Valley's bench. 14 on that shot clock. A little trip up with Kyler White. Paxton trying to bust in there. Deep shot down low, taken away by Ryan Treptow. He's trying to get down the floor. Finds Paxton. Is he going to take a shot? He does! He draws the foul. 5 feet outside that basket. And Paxton a cone. 2.7 to go in the game. He goes to the free throw line. With Jesup tied up at 56 with the defeated Tiger Hawks of North Fayette Valley. Front of the rim, no good. Take a break. Treptow, Vogel, come up to Paxton. Take a breath, take a breath. Coach Smythe tells Treptow, stay in the paint. Fight for that rebound if he misses it. And Paxton gets it. Looking for a last-second shot. Whistle is blown. Timeout wanted by North Fayette Valley. Paxton McCone makes the bookend of the free throws. And holy cow. We've talked about this on broadcasts and with Coach Smythe. Luke and I have talked about this. This team, when they started this season, we didn't know what they were going to be, where they were going to go, what they were going to look like. Lost a couple early games to Denver and also Sumner Fred as well as Union in December. Got roughed up by Gladbrook Rhinebeck at home. Came out of Christmas break with wins at South Hardin. Tough loss to Grundy Center. A tight win at AGWSR. Victory over Olwine. A bounce-back win over Sumner. Bounce-back win over Union. 20-point win at Wapsie. And come off a 26% shooting night against Waukon in a loss. And now they've been the underdogs the last 2 games. Again, winning that opener 77-52 against Crestwood here in District 6 play. Traveling up to Monona, getting the upset against MFL Marmac. And the other night over at West Delaware High School, beating Cascade 69-61, and there was no doubt, I think, as we got into that second quarter in that last game, that Jesup was going to be playing on a Saturday for a chance to go to the state tournament. 57-56, Jayhawks leading the Tiger Hawks. As we see a full timeout taken, and 2.7 seconds remain. Jesup, first one's on the floor. Smiling. And it was in the scouting report that Coach Smythe gave to his guys. You need to have fun with this one. And how fun is this? Full court press in for Jesup. 2.7 seconds. Trying to get past half court. Deep shot. Goes up the front of the rim. Jesup is going to the state tournament. Hey. Hi. There they are, everybody. There's your Jayhawk fans. There's your Jayhawk faithful, your players. 57-56, Jesup wins. And the first loss of the season for North Fayette Valley. We will keep it right here as Jesup shakes hands and these guys are going to the state tournament. Who would have thought? Union and Jesup from the NICL. Moving on to the state tournament at Wells Fargo for the first time since 2022. And they will get honored here momentarily as North Fayette Valley will get some honors as well and district championship medals for their play through District 5. But talk about a victory that these guys have assembled and a postseason that they've assembled that is just unreal. And Jesup with the victory tonight, 57-56. And they've got a banner to hang in that South Gym. Going to the state tournament, the Jayhawks. As North Fayette Valley, you got to give them credit as the Tiger Hawks leave the floor of the W. And there are some happy high school students right there. The class of 2025 is going to go out with a trip to the state tournament. How about that? That is some excitement. We will see if we can catch up with head coach Joe Smines and get a chance to talk to him about this victory. Much like we saw back in 2022 when they beat Appleton Parkersburg. As they go to the locker room and celebrate. How about that? I keep trying to retire on the Jayhawk Sports Network, and they just keep me around. We are going to close out this broadcast, and we will come back on and do a separate feed with head coach Joe Smines here on the Jayhawk Sports Network. But ladies and gentlemen, screenshot that. The 2024-25 season ends with the Jayhawks winning in Substate championship play. And again, a victory by 1 point for the Jayhawks. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night to keep things going as we will close out the broadcast again from Wartburg. Jesup goes to the state tournament. Everybody have a great night and go Jayhawks.